Good morning, Year 3. It is Thursday the 4th of March and this is your English lesson for today. We are going to start with our GPAS 3 in 3. Number 1 is tick all the sentences that contain a preposition. Think back, try and remember what a preposition is. There could be more than one answer here. The carrots were planted beside the cabbages. The children walked across the field. Owen wants to stand by Sana. They forgot their PE kits, so they did not go swimming. Number 2, circle one word in the sentence below that can be replaced with the word if. My sister and I visit the park when the weather is good. Question 3, look where the arrow is pointing. Tick the missing punctuation mark. The girl went home. She had been to the zoo. Should it be a comma, apostrophe, full stop, or a question mark in that gap? Choose one of them, please. Now, if you finish before the 3 minutes is up and you have checked your answers, have a go at the challenge. Can you write the two sentences as one sentence using a conjunction to join them? So the number 3 sentences, can you rewrite them as one sentence with a conjunction to join them? Okay, start your timer now, 3 minutes, and pause the video, please. And here are your answers. So a preposition tells us where something is. So our prepositions for number 1 were beside. For number 2 is across. Number 3 is by. Number 4 does not have a preposition. Number 2, the word we can replace with if was when. So my sister and I visit the park if the weather is good. And number 3 should have a full stop between home and she. The clue there was that she has a capital letter. And an example of the challenge, if you got there, the girl went home after she had been to the zoo. Well done if you got those correct. Okay, for our lesson today, we are learning to edit and improve. To be successful today, I can proofread my work for spelling and punctuation mistakes. I can ensure my work makes sense. So I'd like you to start today by reading your myth aloud or to yourself or to another person to make sure that it makes sense. Pause the video now and do that now, please. Okay, let's edit and improve the text below. Can you spot any mistakes? If you do spot any mistakes, I'd like you to jot them down on a piece of paper, please. I will read it through, and as I'm reading, jot down any mistakes that you see or hear. Many years ago, the world and everything in it created by the magnificent gods of Egypt. Nut, goddess of the sky, gave birth to Ra, god of the sun, each and swallowed him each night. The people of Egypt worshipped their gods, who allowed them to grow crops with the glowing, warming rays of the sun, and were thankful for the gods did for them. Okay, so I want you to look out for spelling mistakes, missing words, homophones, which are words that sound the same but mean different things and are spelt differently, and missing punctuation. Pause the video now and make a note of all the mistakes that you saw or could hear. And here are the answers. So we had 6 spelling mistakes: many, everything, sky, swallowed, night, and who. We had 3 missing words. So we were missing was, everything in it was created by. We were missing morning, gave birth to Ra, god of the sun, each morning, and all, were thankful for all the gods did for them. There were 2 homophones spelt incorrectly. So the first one was their gods. So before it was spelt as their over there, so the location there. So it should be spelt this way, which means the possession. So the gods belong to them. They worshipped their gods. The other homophone was son. Before it was spelt son as in father and son. but for the sun in the sky, it should be spelled S-U-N. And for the missing punctuation, we were missing 2 commas, one for the fronted adverbial and one for the expanded noun phrase. We were missing 3 capital letters, 2 for the word Egypt and 1 for the, which was at the start of the sentence. Now, Egypt needed a capital letter because it was the name of a place. And we were missing 2 full stops, 1 at the end of Egypt, and then nut starts a new sentence, and 1 at the very end. Well done if you managed to find most of those, or even all of those. Okay, when do we use capital letters? Pause the video now and have a think. You are correct. We use capital letters at the start of a sentence and for the name of a noun, which is a person, place, or thing. Can you help me punctuate the speech below? What has happened to Ra? Asked Banu worriedly. Nut explained, a pep had an awful plan and attacked Ra. Pause the video now. Where should the punctuation go around this speech? Well done. So the speech in the first sentence was, what has happened to Ra? It is a question, so we need a question mark, and our inverted commas go around the speech. The second sentence, the speech was, a pep had an awful plan and attacked Ra. So we needed a comma after Nut explained, open our speech marks at a pep and close them at the end after our full stop. Here are some common spelling mistakes. If you have used any of these in your myth, please check them now. We've got Egypt, desert, citizens, chaos, mummification, Egyptian, Pharaoh, Osiris, Sekhmet, enemy, pyramid, hieroglyphs, swallowed, Tutankhamun, embalming, sphinx, underworld. If you have any other words that you'd like to check, please ask a grown-up at home or use an online dictionary to look up your words. It is now time to edit and improve your myth. So please use a different colour to read through your myth and make any improvements that need to be made. So this could be spelling mistakes, missing punctuation, it could be missing words, it could be homophones, or maybe even you just want to add a bit more detail. Maybe you'd like to add some more adjectives or some adverbs, maybe a fronted adverbial or expanded noun phrase to make your myth even more detailed and exciting. Pause the video now and edit and improve your myth, please. Finally, I'm going to ask you some questions, and hopefully the answer to all of these is yes. If any of the answers to these questions is no, you need to go back and have another look. Do your sentences make sense? Yes. Have you remembered capital letters? Yes. Have you remembered full stops? Yes. Have you corrected any spelling mistakes? Yes. Have you punctuated any speech correctly? Yes. And is your myth ready for publishing tomorrow? Hopefully we've got a big fat yes. Well done, everybody. Please don't forget to share your edits and improvements with your teachers. We would love to see what changes you have made to make your myth the best it can possibly be. You can do this either on Twitter, tagging @Swingate Primary, or emailing your myth to the Year 3 Swingate email address. Thank you very much, everybody. Bye.